This country is circling the drain and sliding towards some crystal, and some of us don't know what the to do. Maybe you just aren't wanting to participate in the same protests that don't seem to have been achieving anything for you. Maybe you're a parent who's more worried about your kids than you are the well-being of these other people running around in the streets, honestly. Maybe you're disabled, housebound, for some reason physically incapable of going out and doing a lot of things other people do. Or maybe you're just not that guy. Maybe you're not built like that. Guess what? I'm not. My that guy is not a reference to the meme. My that guy is the nerd that guy. I'm that guy. Okay? So here's some stuff for y'all. We're going to start off with stuff that's pretty general, and you'll have to be at least physically capable and be willing to go outside and stuff to do this. But we're going to build up to stuff that, as long as you are a low level of functional, if you're verbal and you have the ability to think in a clear and rational way, you can probably help out with stuff here at the end, if nothing else. So, on that end, let's go ahead and get this rolling. We got our little list of resources, except it's just a list of options this time. So, all right. First off, there's dropping off supplies at the protests. Now, a lot of people don't think about this. Yeah, sure, going to the protest. Maybe you feel like it doesn't do anything. Maybe you don't want to do it. But as somebody who's been to a few that weren't properly planned, yeah, snacks and drinks are very important and a lot of times not thought of. So if you're afraid of what might happen at the protest and you might get snatched up, and me and the wife don't both go to a protest at the same time if we do protests because we have a kid at home, and if we both get snatched up, she's in trouble. And we'll touch on what to do about those sorts of situations too for others in a minute. But point being, go before the protest. Go way before the protest, before you even have to worry about the cops building up and going and doing a sweep, before anybody's really built up there. Go there. Find organizers and hand them a big pack of water. Go spend like $50 on big old things of water. Bring those. Some granola bars or something like that. If you want to be real aware, try and avoid nut products or whatever, but you get the idea. Provide snacks and drinks for people. It doesn't cost a lot because you're buying some real basic shit, but it can make a world of difference to people. So that works out rather nicely. And then linking back again to something that's going to come up later, we've got offering errand running. If you're like me and you have the joy of lots of privilege, hi, cis, het, white dude here, how you doing? You get the joy of only just now discovering that someone with your privilege can get gunned down in the middle of the streets. They're not running quite as ham with it yet as they are with the people of color, so right now it's our job to go out there and take that risk. So let's say you have somebody with a very visible stigma that you know is concerned about going out. Maybe they are Hispanic and don't speak good English and are concerned about being snatched up as, some immigrant, even though they're born and raised here. Maybe it is just somebody who is a minority that has a history of being targeted by police. There's a lot of possibilities. Maybe it's just a female, because females are a targeted fucking demographic, guys. Like, it's a stigma. There's a reason that, black gay female is, or black queer female, I guess, is the most targeted demographic for hate crimes, if I remember correctly. But take care of their errands. Go get their groceries. Go pick up food. Go do their laundry at the laundromat. Do their laundry at your house. Something like that. Okay? Save these people the chance, or give these people a chance to avoid putting themselves at risk just by being who they are in public. Same kind of idea, set up checkup systems. Figure out the people around you who might be at risk. Even the people who might not necessarily be at risk. But hey, shit's getting crazy, man. If you didn't speak up when they came for the communists, they might be coming for you soon. So maybe we all need to have people checking up on us. One person says the wrong thing. Apparently your privilege is only worth so much protection now. And that's not a whole lot. Getting a little more on the bit aggressive side, but it is one that is much safer, is stop and watch. Basically, it's the flip side to the stop and search shit the cops do. Anytime you see people who are being dealt with by the police on the side of the road, and personally, I would suggest this just regardless of demographic or whatever, because like police abuse and mistreat people of all stigmas and poor and homeless and many other things like that don't qualify as what we would typically think of stigmas like color or gender or sexual alignment are really factors too. So like, you know, that poor white redneck guy who's being harassed by the cop because he's not fucking popular as the poor white redneck guy of the town, he needs protection from the cops as much. So stop, watch, record. The cops will try and tell you you can't. Yes, you can. If they try and fuck with you, make sure it's on video and do everything you can to follow up on that. Will there be consequences for them? Who knows? But if there's at least efforts to hold them accountable, it's a step in the right direction, right? All right. Now, we're going to start getting into a little more general stuff here that you may not actually need to be as willing to be as active for. This is stuff that people at home, people who are honestly just afraid to get involved in the outside world. Maybe you're one of the people I just described who needs people to run errands for them or needs to be checked up on, and you're not really too down to get out there and get public with what you're doing. Organization. Now, yeah. Everybody says, organize. But we're talking mutual support networks here. We're talking actual effective things for functionality. See, everybody's got the let's all protest, let's form a group, let's petition together, let's this, let's that. But what do we have for if somebody gets arrested at a protest and they're a single parent who's watching their kid? Yeah. What about pets? Yeah. What about if people get snatched up? What about their pets? What about if they get snatched up while their kids are at school? What about their kids? Yeah, mutual aid networks, guys. There is so much that can be done with it. I mean, we've got setting up support networks like that for checking up on people, like I mentioned earlier. We have coverage networks for like if somebody goes missing. Mutual aid is essential. And having your children involved in this as a parent as well, I can say from personal experience, having your children involved in these sorts of actions will shape their morals and beliefs. Growing up in Berkeley, with us regularly being taken to protests and political actions by the public schools we went to, played a huge part in my mindset and what I believe and what I am willing to do as an adult for the things I believe. So, I mean, mutual aid networks, but not, you know, we're all buddies, but like legit, if shit goes wrong for somebody or if shit goes wrong for all of us, how can we all help each other? We're not looking to do food banks here. We're looking to do potlucks where everybody tries to contribute to minimize the weight to everybody, so that it's not one benefactor giving to everyone and there's dependence and there's a weak point in the chain, where everybody is working together as a unit and providing for each other. I watch you, you watch me. I got your six, whatever the fuck expression you want to try and use. And lastly, I just want to reiterate, do not say that just speaking up doesn't matter, because speaking up does matter. Does it change the world? No. Do I think it's enough in and of itself? No. But it is important, because representation is not just seeing pictures of these other groups. Okay? It's not just putting out the Miss Marvel movie or putting out the Captain Marvel movie and, you know, oh, look, we got empowered women. No. It's these people being represented as equals. These people being represented as human beings and normalized to the people who are seeing them. So if you speak up and you remind people that these are human beings, they have rights, they deserve treatment just like any other person does as a human fucking being with some decency, speak up, say something. But yeah, that's pretty much that. Deuces. Fuck it. That's 10 goddamn minutes. Yeah, so let's go ahead and do Squeamish Purple Coffees. If you mention Squeamish Purple Coffees, I'll know that you stuck with this for fucking 10 minutes. And I really hope you just take a couple of these things. If you could share, post, well, this is probably too long to put into your story, but whatever you can do to try and get this out, please. I'm trying to get as many resources out to as many people for things they can do, be it, you know, at a more activist level, resources they can look for, things like that. And it's important, guys. I mean, I have never asked people to share or like or whatever the fuck until I started making these. So please do. But yeah, deuces, plur. Mario's brother did nothing wrong. Mario Brothers a fucking hero. Renee Nicole Good was a murdered victim of Jonathan Ross, a murderer and an oppressive authoritarian enforcer. Y'all be good to each other.